Already.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Summer, your host with the most, tuning in with
Candy
the.
Goddess.
Make sure you follow us on all platforms. You can follow me on Facebook and YouTube at Summer's Room, as well as my backup, Summer's Lounge. But I'm on all platforms, Summer's Room, baby. And Candy Goddess is on. You just on Facebook?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all under Candy Goddess.
Period. All platforms, baby. Go hit that follow button and subscribe button on all platforms. Now, welcome, welcome. We are here for our sip and chat. Y'all know this is a different vibe. We normally try to keep it super positive, pour into each other versus taking, depleting energy. We try to put energy back in something positive. Good morning, Nisi. And our topic for today is Candy Goddess going to fill us in on that because she is the host with the most this morning. It's her rodeo. So I'm going to let her take over and I'm going to get with you on the comments.
Alrighty. So I just wanted to talk with everybody today about like what is success to you? I know this is something that is honestly in the eye of the beholder. You know, everybody's perception of success is different, right? And it really just depends on you and how you look at success. So I was trying to like kind of brainstorm with everyone over like what is success to you, right? I know for me, success comes from a place of fulfillment or purpose, right? Like setting goals and achieving them. Whether it's business, whether it's in a personal way on our healing journey, or whether, it is financial freedom, right? So it's all different depending on like where you're from and, some of the struggles that you have been through. I absolutely feel as though that I am successful. I have overcame a lot of adversity in life. The cards were stacked against me from jump. So, um, for me, I feel like I'm successful now, but that doesn't mean that I won't continue to strive or set goals to try to achieve more in life. I feel like it's something that changes as we grow. As we achieve things, our idea of success may change as well. Hey, Tori. Hey, Dawn Marie. Hey, Chisme. Hey, Nisi. So I was just trying to talk with everyone and kind of see like what your idea of success is, on even the smallest level to the largest level, because it can be when it comes to career, it can be personal healing journey, it could be within your relationship. So there's different aspects of it, different levels of it.
Good morning, everybody. I definitely agree. It's different aspects, it's different level. Everyone's view of success is going to be different because first of all everyone's goals are going to be different. Not everybody wants to be or measure success in monetary gain. For instance, like some people look at you hit $1 million or two, like you became rich, like that's success. And somebody who has just opened up a small business and just making it happen for their family on a mid-level basis, like they live in a comfortable home, they not really hurting for struggling to pay their bills, and their kids are well taken care of, things like that, just like a comfortable home setting. Some people might look at that, no, that ain't success, that's just like mediocre, when it's not. Like, it depends on what the individual looks at success, because I don't think simply because you may have reached a point to be considered rich that you are successful. I like to look at stuff from a whole point, like a round point of view. Okay, you got some money, but what else? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They could be miserable, outside of being rich. You know what I'm saying? While the person who has just enough in their bank account to cover their bills and make sure they can get through their week until their next pay is living life, is happy, and is fulfilled. So, like, what is success to you? What is
Absolutely.
success to you? Good morning, Chisme. Good morning, Dawn Marie. Hey, Tasha. I know I'm late. She probably already said good morning to y'all. I was trying to share. Hey, Richie. Hey, Richie Rich. You know what? I love me some Richie Nicole. Okay, one thing she gonna do is she gonna do her and she gonna come through. I be seeing you, girl. Hey,
Mhm.
Jamie. Hey, love. Mm.
So for the people in the comments, how do you gauge success? Do you gauge it on a monetary level? Do you gauge it on a spiritual level or an emotional level, or all of the above? Like, what for you uh, defines success? Money definitely doesn't equate to success. Right. Absolutely. I agree with you, Jamie. And I think one big way that I personally can talk about success is, creating peace in my life. At one point, my life was not peaceful at all. I allowed, outside energy. I allowed environmental things. I allowed, struggles to determine whether I was successful in that moment. Like I just was kind of down on myself at one point. But once I created that piece, I started to be able to identify with the success. Reaching those goals. Like Summer was saying, like all of our goals are going to be different. But that was one thing that I absolutely, you know, feel like played a huge part in me feeling successful. Leanne said all of the above. Yeah, I think it's a combination, but I think it's gauged on different levels based off of where we came from and what we have experienced in our lives. Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Diane. Um, mm,
Oh, hello, Divine and Steph. How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
how are you ladies doing?
Good morning, ladies.
We thought you was asleep, Divine.
Who?
You.
I'm in the store.
Oh, you up and moving this morning, huh?
Oh, she gonna speak and leave.
Uh,
Summers.
she'll be back. Mm. So make sure you guys are sharing to your page. Are you streaming?
I couldn't hear y'all again. I can hear y'all now.
I'm looking for my AirPods.
How
Apparently, I might have fell
rude.
asleep with them.
Mm.
They must be in his bed.
Jamie said, I feel successful in being happy with myself first. I also feel success when it comes to raising my children and to be kind, smart, thriving individuals. I feel successful just waking up every day, getting through my day because it's a struggle sometimes. Say that again.
Mhm. I agree.
Sometimes that is success, being able to get up and get through your day. So many people struggle with just getting up to and getting through their day. Oh man, it's heavy. Like listening to that and allowing that to penetrate like your thought process and your heart. So many people struggle with just getting up every day, pulling themselves out the bed, doing, if they're a mother, doing what they need to do for their children, you know, getting through the day, getting, checking off that to-do list only to get back into the bed, you know what I'm saying, where they really want to be. They never wanted to get up. So, oh man, that's a heavy one, Jamie. Cause
Mhm.
baby, I know it's times where I don't want to get up. I just want to lay. I just want to just let me stay here. But you don't have no choice sometimes, especially if you are a wife or a mother. If you have obligations to other things, like you have to keep it pushing. You have to get up. You have to keep it moving. We've been live for about 9 minutes, Helen.
Mhm.
About 9 minutes.
I think for me too, it's about clear direction. Like just knowing what way I'm going or knowing what my intentions are, what I'm trying to do. Just knowing now feels successful to me because at one point in my life, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what direction I was going or what my purpose was. Um, so yeah, absolutely. And on those days where it's like, okay, what is my goal for me to be better than yesterday, right? Like, what am I going to do today to make today different? Um, when I wake up, like, that's like kind of the first thought for me. Like, within those affirmations, I ask myself first, like, what is my goal to make me better? And some days I accomplish them and some days I don't. But just having the goal itself, or just having that direction itself, makes me feel successful and creating my peace and having purpose. Let's see. Jamie said, setting a goal and achieving that goal is success. Absolutely. Whether it is big or small. Yep. And that's what I was saying. Just being able to process, because there, at one point in my life, anxiety and depression and struggles and adversity, all those things played a huge part in me just not knowing. And I was just literally existing. Um, so being able to process that now and have things that I strive for feels like success to me. Living in my purpose every day is a success, and that is a big one for me. Yes, I agree totally. Shanice said, "Hey, Dawn Marie."
Check the back chat, y'all. Yes, living in your purpose. When we talk about stuff like that, it really resonate with me because there's so many people. We sitting here talking about success, and I started off by talking about how some people measure success with monetary gain. There are people that struggle just to live in a purpose, like, and y'all talking. We talk about money, like we ain't even get there yet. How can like, hey, Miss Antoinette, good morning. I had to pray to know my purpose. Say it again, Richie. Say it again. Sometimes you need that guidance. We all need guidance. I know sometimes all the time. We forget though that we need it. We get big headed. We get big headed, for those that do subscribe to some type of, faith. We be getting beside ourselves sometimes, a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm study on him. But what is success to y'all? To Divine, to Steph. What is success? Who was this? I know Tori said that. Where'd she go? Oh, she dropped down again.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been there and living every day. Just existing is so hard. It takes strength to get out of that mindset. Yes, most times people are depressed when they are just like existing. I'm just existing. I'm just here.
Yes,
That's a whole subject for me.
My purpose is being a caregiver to special needs. That's a beautiful task, Sharon.
that's amazing. We need more people like that in the world who
Mm-hmm.
find that in their purpose. And a lot of people have that as a purpose, but they don't live in it. And I think implementing that is amazing.
Yep. Good morning, neighbor. Chisme all day said, I'm struggling with this now that I am sick. I feel worthless, but when I wasn't sick, I worked 16 hours a day. I could see that, Chisme.
Mhm.
Be give yourself some grace though, some mercy. You going through something, you are working. You working every day to make sure you do what you need to do so you could be healthy and you can continue to be here. You know what I'm saying? But I could definitely resonate with that. When you accustomed to going out and getting that money or going out and earning your own way, it takes a toll on folks when they can't do that. They feel less than. This call be making me tired. But what is
Uh,
success? What is success to me? Hmm. Dang, that's something I really have to think about. Because before, if you would have asked me before, I would have said success with me for me would have been opening a brick and mortar location for my baking business
mhm.
and making profit. That would have been success for me. But now I've kind of switched up. My baking business has not become like a priority. I've been thinking about getting back into it, trying to push it. It's just is other stuff into play. So I don't know. It's stuff that I don't know, like what success would mean for me right now. That's a hard question. Like something for me to really sit down and think about what would success be for me. I know that I'm like striving on this Facebook app and social media app. like, I want to reach goals on there, but I don't know if I would measure that to success, like overall, like when I think about success with my life.
So do you feel like, Summer, that your idea of success can change as you grow and achieve things?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, me too.
Because your path changes, like what you're
Yes.
trying to obtain now changes. So
Mhm.
I guess like you could probably summarize it and make it like a generalized success, like your goal for success. Like my success is to be in a place where I don't have to check my bank account before I spend it, like something like that. You know what I mean? But detail wise, I don't know. That I don't. That's I'm gonna have to think about it and come back with what my success would look like.
Mhm.
Tori, you still in the meeting?
Nope, I just popped out.
What does success mean to you?
So for me, before I was kind of the same as you, Summer. Like I felt like I had to, own this business and make a whole bunch of money. But my perspective changed dramatically over the years as I have grown up. So for me, it's just when I'm able to set goals, reasonable goals, and when I'm able to accomplish those goals, and I am living in a comfortable and peaceful mindset, and my environment is comfortable and peaceful, that's success to me.
Yes.
When I am just finally able to just say, okay, I am checking off my goals, um, any little thing that I can accomplish, that is success to me. Whether it's just as simple as washing dishes or an educational goal or a career goal. Any little goal that I make for myself that I check off, that is my success.
Mhm. I agree totally. I think sometimes just having a goal,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, because at one point, like I said earlier, at one point in my life, I didn't even have those. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think that I could accomplish these things that I have accomplished. So just having that purpose or knowing what that purpose is, I think is successful in itself.
Right.
Miss Sharon said, "Yes, I'm taking care of my nephew with Downs, my daughter with autism, my mother that is 80. I had to take care of my dad during his cancer. He passed away. My sister who had COVID, who died, last year. So I
Wow.
have been a caregiver a long time. Ooh, that sounds heavy just reading that, Miss Sharon.
Yeah.
Wow. What's up, Crystal? Good morning. Thank you for sharing, Zaddy.
Hey, House of G.
Good morning, everyone. Y'all already know I'm walking this dog. Naeva said, success to me is completing goals that I've set for myself, along with accomplishing things that I thought was impossible for
Hmm.
unattainable,
Or unattainable.
or
I
unattainable.
agree with that.
Hmm.
I
Hey,
love that.
Rachel,
Okay, I'm inside. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Steph.
Good morning.
you want to read that, Candy, or me?
Go ahead. I'm actually on a different. I'm trying to share to another group.
Okay. Miss Antoinette said, yes, I believe success changes from when you're 20 to 30 years old to when you're 50 years old or 60 years old. Like me, back in my 20s and 30s, it was about making money and getting to the top. Now, at my age at 60, it's success to me has seen my family happy and that my children feel the love when they walk into my house and it brings a smile to them. That's success to me. Family is what I believe that my purpose is, just being able to understand that everybody has a story and we're constantly, it seemed like it was another part, we're constantly yes. Hey, Myra, see, Pitiful wants to know if we can come tomorrow. Good morning, House of G's. Was there more to that, Miss Antoinette? Seemed like it got cut off. All of you on the panel have a purpose. Y'all give us all watchers a purpose. Well, thank you, Miss Sharon. Yes, but God has me even days I cry or feel like you can't keep going, but you keep going. Sharon, you are definitely a superwoman. That's a lot to deal with. I take my head off to you. And do, Keandra, period. What success to you? Success for
So,
me is
oh,
to keep
sorry.
pushing through life in a way, in a positive way, because I have kids that still look at my actions. Right. That's what I'm saying. Especially for women with children. Like, your kids become like your everything. You forget about yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel that, Crystal.
Yeah.
So at one point in my life, I wouldn't leave the house. I wouldn't drive a car. I wouldn't go anywhere. Nobody could come to my home. Helen can vouch for this. Like, we were friends for years, and if she came to my house, I would panic, and it was just a mental thing for me. And my success was giving in and saying, oh, it's okay for me to take medication to fix this so that I can have a relationship with society. I turned into a complete hermit.
Well, congratulations on taking that
Yeah,
step,
yeah,
because I know that had to. I can just imagine, how much strength that had to take. Like, people don't look at stuff like that as strength, but it absolutely is.
yeah. It was something, let me
Right.
tell you.
I think being honest about that with yourself and clearly now, outside people, I think that helps, for you to look at what you have achieved or you've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Um, and now that you've accomplished that goal, you can now like set another one for yourself. You know what I mean? And like you going on the trip to Texas, like that's a huge, huge accomplishment versus where you were.
I'm panicked about. I'm freaking out over the airport and all this other stuff because agoraphobia is very real for me.
It is.
So I'm doing, like last night, I kind of, I love having this panel of people because we can speak and say what we want and have no judgment, and I love it.
Hmm.
I absolutely love it. Last night I put out my what I'm worried about. I'm terrified of getting on this airplane. I'm a larger woman. Am I going to be humiliated? Will I not be comfortable? Will I be in someone's way? You know, so this trip is just going to be a feat in itself for me, and I hope I'm able to make it.
You will.
You're
You
gonna do
will.
it. You're gonna do it. I missed
Absolutely.
that. Did I fall asleep?
Yeah. Well, you went to go shower, and you just kind of never come back.
Well, I showered and then I got on, so I must have fell asleep. Dang, I always miss all the good stuff.
I feel
Yeah,
bad,
I mean,
Mister.
I've gone as far as like measuring myself, like Google, like pulling up on Google to see what sizes each airline and each like section, like economy, premium, like that, just to see which one I know I could fit in. And it's been driving me nuts. So I can't wait to get to this airport and get the flights out of the way so that I can have a good time.
Have you not flown recently or at
No, I
all?
have not. I haven't flown since '06.
Well, I can tell you now. It be some pretty large folks up in them chairs,
Hmm.
and depending on what airline you taking, what well, I'll talk to you we'll talk on the big shit. We'll talk on the
Sorry,
big shit. But
that's a
I
whole
could
nother
definitely
life.
understand that nervousness because
Yeah.
I used to feel like that too. But overthinking, and sometimes we see ourselves a lot larger than what we are.
Right.
And that's just a fact because yeah, we'll talk about it.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes we're our worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I speak it into existence, Steph. You are going to go, you are going to have an amazing time. I rebuke any negativity. I think you just have to block out the world around you. And I think you're learning how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I speak that into existence. You are absolutely going to be amazing on this trip.
That is wild though,
Absolutely.
because Steph, before you sharing certain stuff with us, I would have never guessed you had a social like
Right.
oh,
You can
never.
ask my parents. I wouldn't talk to nobody My dad, like I used to be like extreme. I called it paranoid, but it wasn't. It was just extreme phobias and anxiety. Where if I heard a noise, I couldn't have like noise on during the day. No TV. It was bad. I had to accept it and go get help to make it to where I can live a good quality of life. Because my dad would watch me sleep. You know, my parents were in Northwest Georgia. I'm in Atlanta. And so my dad would be on Skype with me to say, okay, Steph, I'll keep an eye on you, like, just so you can sleep. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Wow.
I inconvenience, people's lives just to help me. And once I got medicine, I got help. Now I drive everywhere. I drive like a freaking maniac. I still don't like to go places and stuff. But as far as like, hell, anybody can come to my house right now. I don't care. My dogs live here. I got dog hair everywhere. I no longer care anymore. You know, I don't, it's not that big a deal. But the whole airport is really, yeah,
It's
that's really
frightening for
getting,
you.
it's getting to me. I can't stop thinking about it. Me and Mama talk about it every day, every single day. It's the same thing every day.
That's it. But I kind of have social anxiety like that though too, Steph, with like certain stores. But it's not like I don't have that type of fear that you have, like with planes and stuff. But I do like I feel like I am literally paralyzed most days from just walking out of my front door, and I'll just sit in my little protective space, which is my bedroom, and I wouldn't want to come out just
Yeah.
because I don't want to be surrounded by people. I'm getting better with it with therapy and stuff, and using the coping skills and breathing and meditating and stuff to help get past that fear. But I mean, there are just days where I just do not want to leave my room at all,
Mm-hmm.
just
I
out of
think
that fear. And I'm always thinking of like the worst case scenarios. Like, okay, well, what if I walk outside and like a rock hits me in the head? Like, it's the most
Oh my God.
oddball things that would prevent me from walking out of my front door. It's crazy.
I think these panels help us all a lot when it comes to, that type of anxiety.
Good
I
morning.
know
Let's
that
talk about it.
a lot of people have seen like positive changes in their life from just being able to come up on these panels, and communicate, with other people and be social.
That's wild. Do y'all see how many people, like, even with the small group that we have, like, when we talk about things like this, and how many people go through this same, have this same struggle. And the difference, I guess, I was listening to, I don't know where Tori went, but because I don't like that. I prefer to be in my room and not be bothered either. But I guess the difference is fear. I'm not there because I'm afraid to go out. I'm there because I just don't want to be people and I just want to be left alone. Like, so I guess that's like the difference. Devon said, people have a big habit of telling you that you can't do this or you can't do that. And when I prove them wrong and make them drop their mouth, makes me feel successful in making them look crazy because that's it. Is there more?
Yeah, it says,
Oh,
um,
because people they doubt my abilities.
yeah.
Okay. Well, why the first one cut off? They don't be doing me like that. Success to me is overcoming struggles and never giving up. That all came with growth through, though, because it didn't used to be that way. Right. Did y'all see what Miss Sharon said? She
Um,
said, I want no company. I went to Walmart. I freaked out. And she said that it all started when her husband went for a stress test at 50 and died on the test.
Oh,
Oh God. Mm.
listen, when it comes to anxiety, so my anxiety was so bad that, I would watch my husband I would wake up just to make sure he's breathing. I wouldn't leave my house. Once I got my first dog, I had to take her everywhere. I was so afraid my house would burn down with my dog inside.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It was bad, it was, you can ask my parent. My dad would be like, can you, and I wouldn't even let her walk. I would carry this heavy dog everywhere because I was just this clingy, it just started this whole like yeah, trust me, I'm on medication now, and it's a work in progress. It's a fluctuation every day. But I'm getting there, and the fact that I have planned this trip and I've gotten as far as planning into it as I have, oh,
Steph, I'm just so I just would have never pegged you for this.
Yeah, we would have never known.
Wow. You gonna get you
yeah.
behind on that plane, I know that. That's what I know.
See, my biggest fear right now is getting lost in the airport and panicking and missing my flight. So I'm
Well, you
I'm
know you
like I
can
want to
ask.
get there like 5 hours early.
Oh my gosh, that's how my friend Taco is. I'll be like, I am not going to the airport with you if we fly. I'm gonna meet you there. There's no way. But the same thing I suggested to someone else. If you're afraid you're going to get lost, you can ask for an escort.
Mm,
Tell them that you need an escort. Ask them for a wheelchair. Tell them your ankle hurt. Like they're not gonna ask you.
Right.
Let
Yeah,
them
get
push you through
wheelchair
security.
service.
Take them to your gate so you know where you are.
Mhm.
Leaving a little bit. And sometimes, I mean, do what works for you. But that's the option. You can always ask for an escort.
Yeah, I
Ask for a
literally
wheelchair. It'll
get
take some
wheelchair
stress off of
services.
you. It'll take some stress off of you because you can kind of sit down, breathe. You don't have to worry about all the extras with security because they're gonna push you through.
Mhm.
I mean, you still gotta take your shoes off if that's like still a thing at your airport, but
But they help you take your
you're
shoes
right.
off.
They'll take you right to where you need to be, pack you some snacks or something so you ain't got to go nowhere, and just
right.
bunker down if that's a fear. And you also, depending on what time you're flying, as long as nobody else is on the plane, we could always do a video call,
Mhm.
so that we're on the phone. You don't have to feel like you're by yourself. Make sure you get to your gate, help guide you through, et cetera, et cetera. Oh my gosh, I'm so surprised that you,
I
the
Right?
things
know.
that
Because it's
you
just so
learn.
rambunctious. I would have never
Which is
No,
pegged that.
also another reason why I have not been going live like used to. I could go
it
live
makes
and
sense
never
now.
care.
Mhm.
I used to be able to go live and talk all day because that was my outlet at that time. I stayed in the house and I went live and I video gamed, and my friends were in my phone and in my computer.
Mm-hmm.
So it was great to me. And then this whole shift changed. I became more socially outside with my friends, and now it's like I can't go live. People are going to talk to me that I don't know anymore. It's really something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I
whole
think
thing.
Facebook has changed too, Steph.
And
I know
people are
when
mean.
yes, when I first started on Facebook, the vibe was completely different. And now, it's always somebody looking to down someone. It's always somebody looking to, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
create that negative space. So
Right.
yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it.
It's like you never know what you're gonna get after you push
Yeah.
that live button,
Hmm.
and so that drives fear within itself.
Yep.
Can,
Absolutely.
can someone read the pin comment?
Hey
Um,
Chastity. Hey Mario. Thank you for tuning in.
those instructive thoughts can be powerful and crippling. We have to rebuke those thoughts as soon as they come to our mind. And if you will do that every time, they will go away. It comes from the enemy, and he wants to control our lives through our thoughts. We can't allow the devil to gain access to our minds. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm,
And sometimes I think, we fail to realize that there's absolutely chemical imbalances that as humans a lot of us have, um, that creates that paranoia or that fear, um, and for some people, like how Steph said, like now she's on medicine and she feels better, um, within that space. Some people, I know at one point in my life I was like totally against like big pharma, anything like that, I rebuked it. I was just like, I'm not doing it. But as we learn and evolve, some people actually need that help.
right.
Right. Once I turned 18, I put in my mind that I was never taking another medication because as an adolescent, they weren't treating me the proper way. I was looking like a zombie at times. So
Mhm.
once I
Absolutely.
turned 18, I took control of that. I'm not taking this stuff no more. Plus, addiction runs in my family. And so until I met my husband and he really pushed me into, it's okay to go see and talk to somebody.
Hmm.
Phew,
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's kind of similar. I don't know. During my adolescent years, after my dad died, I went down a very dark path. Um, and that was when, excuse me, I was diagnosed with bipolar depression, and they dosed me up on all kinds of medications, um, to help with my moods. And but it was like you said, you're a zombie. You can't really function. You're not yourself. You lose your personality. Um, and it wasn't until I met my husband that he was the one that actually, it's like snapped me. It was like snapping fingers, snapping me out of it. And just saying, hey, you can do this without the meds. Help me. Um, to learn coping skills and to learn, to deal with life without medication. Um, and it's just unfortunate that now, since he's gone, I've had to go back on antidepressants and anxiety medicines and stuff because of now I can't function because of my panic attacks and stuff. But I want to be able to get back to the place where I don't need medication to be able to function through life. But it is okay if it's absolutely needed. And that's something that I had to kind of come to grips with because I felt horrible when I had to admit the fact that I needed help mentally because I didn't want to be back on medication at all. But now that I am back on it, I realized like, okay, this was definitely needed because I was not in a good headspace. I wasn't able to go to work and like it was a mess. I was a hot mess. But now my moods are stabilized and I'm able to, do the things I'm supposed to do. It's just one of those, I don't know, for me it's a double-edged sword and a catch-22 when it comes to mental health and medications because I've experienced life without it. I know it can be done, and it bothers me greatly that I wasn't able to do that now without a little help along the way, if that makes sense. Like I
I feel like
know at some point I'll get there, um, and I'm trying not to beat myself up about it too much because I do know at some point I'm going to get back to that place where I can, get through life without needing meds to do it. But
I
I
think it's
definitely
okay.
understand you.
I think it's okay for you, Tori, to use the meds or therapy, whatever it takes for you to, be well within yourself emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So it's just a tool,
Hmm.
It's not like, you have a goal to one day be back to that place where you don't need those things. Um, and so, and that in itself shows success because some people honestly live within those tools rather than the independence outside of it.
Right. Yep.
But it's okay to need help.
Most definitely. And I think that's like the hardest thing for people in general is to admit that they need help.
Right.
And it's definitely hard for me to just break down and say, okay, enough is enough. I'm not doing well. I need help. Because
Yeah,
I didn't want to revert back to, you know, being in that bad space. But like you said, it is just a tool because
mhm.
I can recognize, like, okay, there's a problem and now I'm trying to fix it. It would be a
Absolutely.
difference if I knew that there was a problem and I just continued on not trying to fix it and
Mhm.
just getting worse. That's not
Sharon
success.
Sharon said there is doctors that are on meds for anxiety, so don't feel bad, sweetie. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
You
most
you
definitely.
you would be surprised the amount of the collective that absolutely need those tools.
Hmm.
Um, and even, I know like when I was younger, I was so against therapy. I was just like, I'm not talking to a stranger. Like, this is my business, and I was scared to like give my true, authentic thoughts to them.
Hmm.
But now like I can't imagine not having that outlet. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I found out that my therapist actually is on medication herself. So it was like that moment, like, wait a minute, this person that is so well put together, has so much logic, and is able to help me process my thoughts, like she needs help too. You know what I'm saying? So, and when she broke down and told me that, I was just like, okay. I still, I'm not at that point in my life where I feel like I need medication, but she was absolutely advocating to me that it's important for my son who has ADHD, um, needs medication. I always felt like, parents who, and this was a long time ago, I don't feel this way now, but I used to feel like parents who put their children at the age of 4 and 5 on medication for ADHD was really so that they would have to deal with their children less. It was for their benefit, not the child. And she changed my whole perception on that, by telling me that she too is on ADHD medication and that she can't function
Mhm.
without her medication. So it kind of opened my eyes up to like, wait a minute here, this person who I've been taking advice from for 2 years, you know what I mean?
Right.
She too needs that tool. So absolutely, I feel like whatever you need to do, so that you are healthy emotionally, physically, spiritually, and I feel like it's different for everyone, and it's different at every phase in your life too. You'll go seasons where you feel like you absolutely need that tool or that aid, and then you may come to a point where you feel strong enough to come off, or whatever the case may be, and implement other tools, because there's multiple tools within the mental health to help us
Right.
get through some of these things. Let's see.
Absolutely.
Steph said, gotta walk this dog again. His being funky. Oh goodness. I'm so glad I don't have no big pets like that. It's a responsibility, Steph. Like I got too many kids to be worried about walking a dog. Um, let's see, Jamie said, and it's okay if you need those meds for longer than you thought, too. Absolutely. It's
Mhm.
whatever you need, you know what I'm saying, in that moment or season. Sometimes it's forever and sometimes it's not. But just being able to identify with the fact that it is a tool to help you, not to do it for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
You are doing the best. Take each day as it comes and try not to worry about tomorrow until it gets here. Right. Because really, tomorrow doesn't
Well
exist for
said.
some people. And yesterday doesn't exist either. We have to live now in this moment and do what is right for us, in each moment.
Yep. Well said.
Deb Will said, I go to my therapist weekly and it changed my life. Absolutely. It helped me to process things in a different way.
Mhm. I still
Yeah,
take
and
therapy every week.
absolutely. Sharon said, I went to a therapist when my husband passed. I was telling her my story. She started crying, told me I needed more help than she could give me. She had a breakdown during our session. I left upset crying. Then I went to a different one that finally helped me because I was at my lowest point.
Wow.
Um, First of all, let me say, just take a moment, Sharon. I didn't say it earlier, but I want to say it now. My condolences for your loss, first and foremost.
Yes.
Um, Second of all, it takes an immense amount of strength and courage to come on a public platform like this and to release what you're feeling and what you're going through, your testimony. And your testimony absolutely is going to touch somebody else here in this live today.
Mhm.
So thank
Absolutely.
you for that. Somebody else want to read the comments, or you want me to keep going?
I can read some.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
see. Jamie said the stigma attached to mental health is just insane. I wish people would just be more sympathetic to others. Absolutely. I cannot I advocate for it, Jamie, because it is sad um that there has been a stigma placed on mental health, and it makes people feel more crazy, or it makes people feel like they can't come forth and share their thoughts and feelings, and then that causes more problems within itself. when they feel stuck and they can't go to anybody. And I hate that in a lot of families, it's like a taboo to talk about mental health as if something is wrong with that person, as if they're diseased, or
Mhm.
it's just, I don't, I hate it. I absolutely hate it because there is nothing wrong with having a mental health condition. And one thing my therapist before had taught me, with me being diagnosed with bipolar, um, and like the stigma on it, how people they'll tease like, oh, I am bipolar or whatever. It's not I am, it's I have.
Mhm.
Don't put it on yourself saying, well, I am depressed or I have depression instead, because
Right.
you can overcome it. Instead, like when you're saying I am something, you're making that stick to you as if it's just this negative thing and it's never going to get better. Instead, just say I have, because that's something that can be fixed. It's something, that you can help along the way. Like it's not something that's just going to affect your life in a negative way forever.
Right. I think owning it. I think when we do that, we're literally owning it. It becomes us.
Yeah.
Um, and if we say like, for instance, I've been diagnosed with, um, that doesn't make it facts. You know what I'm saying? Just because another
Hmm.
person told you you have this doesn't mean that this is you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and it's a part of your life, but it's not who you are. A lot of people
Exactly.
begin to own those traits, and that's what keeps us in that per se victim mentality versus the survivor of it. I overcome depression every day.
Hmm.
um, you know what I mean? That's how I would say it versus I have depression, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I overcome it. I overcome anxiety. I overcome, struggles or whatever the case may be. That way I'm not owning it.
Hmm. I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Um, Jamie says, I just love this panel and all of you ladies, and I truly mean that. I'm grateful for you, Summer, for putting this together because it's helping all of us more than you know. I appreciate you all. Oh, Jamie, that's awesome. I agree. This panel definitely is beneficial for everyone, especially for me. I can definitely say for me, it's
Yeah.
definitely helping me overcome my social anxiety for sure. Sharon says, right, I have nobody, so y'all have really helped me talking today. That's great.
Oh,
That's really good. I'm glad that we could help you, Sharon. She's made all day. Hey, guys. Hey, hey, hey. Um, I think the sipping chats are my favorite. Love you, ladies. We love you, Jen. I was able to overcome my depression. Glad to be on the other side and not need medication for it anymore. Amen. Amen. Hey,
uh-huh.
Congratulations.
congratulations. That's
Absolutely. And
awesome.
that's success right there. That's,
Mhm.
that was the main topic. And being able to do that is success for you.
Yep. That's a wonderful success story in my opinion.
Absolutely. Let's see. Nay said definitely helped me with anxiety. Yes, I think a lot of
Mhm.
people, and I said that earlier on these panels,
All
you
right.
know, it's one of those things like it helps you to kind of break out of your shell. A lot of us go within ourselves very often. Deb said, I find myself doing the same thing and I don't know why. Breaking out of cycles is hard. Um, Sometimes it takes just taking a step back and being able to identify with what is bringing you back into that same mind frame or that same um, vibration. Sometimes you just have to go within yourself and ask yourself, like, why am I going within that? You know what I mean? Is there something trauma wise? Is there something spiritual? Is there something physical, like a physical imbalance um, that is causing me to go back into that space? Once we figure out that why, like, it makes it 10 times better.
Mhm.
Um, And like I said, it's not the same for everyone. Some people have actual chemical imbalances within their physical body. Other people have deep trauma from, being raised in their childhood, whatever the case may have been, or even some of our own choices. Because we talk so much about trauma that other people has caused us, but we don't talk about the trauma that we've put ourselves through.
Right.
Um, you know what I'm saying? So we have to be able to identify with those things, and really just look at yourself, self reflection. Steph hit me up anytime. Let's see, hold on. Shoot, it moved. Steph hit me up anytime. Jamie says, Stephanie, if you need to talk or just need someone to listen, I am here, and maybe we can get together sometime and have lunch or something.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate
Oh,
that,
That's
Jamie. Thank you so
beautiful.
much. Thank you.
I love that.
And I
Hmm.
appreciate y'all for letting me spew
Hey,
and tell
Bill.
you, hey, Bill.
Hey, Phil.
Sorry.
Hell, hey. This was beautiful. I just was sitting back letting y'all talk because y'all got a little deep into the social anxiety. I'm enjoying, not enjoying that y'all going through that, but the bonding, the people that can relate. So many people saying, you know, stuff like this is helping them to overcome certain things, to make strides in that part of their life, and it's just a beautiful thing. Like, we never truly know what or how we affect those individuals. It takes me back to a conversation I was having yesterday when on a Convo 4 it came up about how fans and stuff become invested. And when you put it into this type of perspective, like, that's heavy, not realizing like the changes you really could be assisting people with, like, in their actual life, like really contributing to their life, not even realizing it. So I appreciate hearing, you guys share your stories, and the people in the comments that are like, they've been through it and how things have helped them, whether it's here or on another panel, is dope. And then, connections. I love connections. Connect, baby, make it happen.
So, Summer, remember earlier you were like, I really have to sit back and think about what, defines your success. I
Hmm.
think you should have an aha moment right now that what you do on this social media platform is something that you should feel accomplished over, giving us all a space to come together and support each other. Um, Maybe something that you could add to your list of successful things. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna take away. I'm just gonna accept what you said because I have
Okay.
I have a habit of downplaying, but I'm gonna just accept what you said and let it resonate. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
I
Hey,
appreciate.
girl.
I want y'all to understand. I want people to know this too. Like, we never know what type of where these conversations are going to lead us. And I love moments like this. I truly, truly do. If for any reason anyone that tunes in to the live, if anyone ever feels uncomfortable, something made you feel uncomfortable, something makes you feel like you can no longer interact in a manner that you would like to interact, please reach out to me, talk to me. I'm the type of person that want to hear those things so we can make adjustments. We can we can adjust, because the audience makes us at the end of the day. We need you guys.
Exactly.
So don't be afraid to speak up and reach out to anyone on the panel, whoever you feel most comfortable with, and share, things like that. I'm hoping that it never comes to something like that, but if it does, please speak up and speak out. If what you come to us with, needs to be addressed, and it'll be addressed, and we will adjust to cater to the audience. Oh no, I missed it. Hey, Carmela. Yeah, you can always catch the replay though.
I think sip and chat was a great idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Most
Good morning,
definitely.
Nana.
And this was not even my actual idea. Like, I contributed to it, but Divine wanted to come up with a panel in the morning. So this is really, Divine. I
And
just
the
kind of,
reason why I say
Round of
that is
applause.
because, like me myself, when I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm waking up with a very heavy heart. And it's
Mm,
like you waking up with this on you and nobody's there.
right.
oh,
It could be a situation where you're waking up, you get ready for work, dang, I need somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good way to get your morning started.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you do have to go to work, you done got a lot of stuff off your chest. You can go to work a little more at ease. You can go to work a little more in peace because you don't have a lot of stuff on your mind or on your heart when you go to work.
Absolutely. I agree. I love it.
And y'all too, y'all can drop comments and I mean not comments, topics in one of our inbox. If it's something y'all want to talk about, let us know.
Jamie said, "Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Remember, today is a new day with no mistakes in it. You are loved and you are important and you have a purpose."
Oh, same to you, dear.
Absolutely.
I missed a lot, but I've been listening to y'all though. Good morning, Tori.
Good
I'm so late.
morning.
I'm steady
Right.
talking to y'all on mute. This is crazy. I have to do
I'm just
better.
gonna take
I
your
have to
whole
do
mute button at
better.
this
I
point.
just be talking to y'all on mute.
Oh, I'm taking your whole
And you
Mr.
wonder
Shannon
phone.
why
Garcia.
you
Hey,
stay in
Shannon.
trouble.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Today's topic was what is success to you, and then it led into some other things. Tanya, if you're just getting here, please catch the replay. I like the sipping chats. I'm happy that y'all enjoying the sipping chats. Candy, do you have any affirmations that you wanna speak to the panel
Uh,
about before we slide on up out of here?
I absolutely didn't plan any. um,
I got you, boo.
okay.
I got you if you don't have any. I hate that I missed the majority of the live because I love interact. Oh, Shanae, I'm sorry that you missed the majority of the live. It's always next time, God willing. You know?
Absolutely.
Not bye.
Mm.
Tanya, why you
Hey,
gotta be like that, girl?
hey,
Dang.
Tanya. All right. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry but
I
come
look
catch
forward
the
to
replay.
Did I see my
Mhm.
cupcake in here
She
today?
said bye. Dang. Hey,
Don't be so
Cupcake.
hostile.
Oh, there she go.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stay
Delia
on
said
mute
if
because
I
my
wake
dog
up
is
with a
trying to.
heavy heart.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
go. No, I was just saying I'm on mute. I'm not ignoring nobody. I'm outside. This dog is chasing lizards. So
Okay. Okay. Delia said, if I wake up with a heavy heart or mind, I listen to gospel while driving. You just have to find another outlet if you can't speak to anyone. Yeah. If you can't find anyone that you could talk to, finding another way for that outlet is always a suggestion, you know. You know, for some people, gospel is it. Listening to a lecture that speaks to you, you know, it's all types of things. YouTube is my friend, okay?
Right.
Uh you will find almost any lecture to fit your mood. You know, you could think of. It's on there. Like you can find something.
Hmm.
Nay, don't laugh at stuff. But I want to close y'all out with some affirmations. So y'all know the vibe. If you can stand in front of a mirror, please do so. If you can't, just take a moment to sit still and close your eyes. If you can't, because you're driving, please don't close your eyes when you're driving. Let's
Please
be
don't.
safe. Just listen to it and let it resonate with you. Let it
Mhm.
resonate with you. I ask that you always like, huh? Close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Breathe through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. You want to do that about 3 times, you know, taking it in and then blowing it out. That's a stress reliever too. You know, it kind of will calm you down, bring you down a little bit, make you leveled out or whatnot. And then I want you guys to repeat after me and I want you to believe these words. These are going to be affirmations about self love. I am my own best friend. It is natural for me to love myself. I am grateful to be the person that I am. I'm going to say that one more time. I am grateful to be the person I am. I love each part of myself. I honor my life. I appreciate all the ways that I am unique. I accept my awesomeness. I love who I am. Let's say it again. I love who I am. I am relaxed. I am calm. And that is the morning affirmations that I have for you guys. I hope that that resonated with you. I want every one of y'all to know that you guys are loved, you have support, and you can do it. It might seem hard right now, but if you push yourself and you take a little step, it don't have to be large. You don't have to conquer the world in one day. Just take small, tiny steps. And one day you're going to look up and you're going to have done it. You're going to have done it. You're going to have accomplished that goal that you thought was impossible. You just have to
Absolutely.
move forward, keep pushing, keep striving. We want to thank you guys for tuning in for Sip and Chat. We enjoyed you guys. We hope that you enjoyed us, and we look forward to chatting with you again. We are here every morning, Monday through Friday, at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9:30
Central Standard
CST,
Time. Mhm.
um, Central Standard Time. I couldn't get it out, so thank you. Catch me for my recap tonight, normally between 7. I'm going to try to aim for 7 p.m. to be my time to come on for my recaps. And then y'all know I'm on for the Convo 4 at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have the open panel. Do any of you ladies plan on going live today? And if so, do you have a time?
I think I'm gonna probably do my live around 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with me and baby Autumn.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm also going live around 1 Eastern Standard Time on my page on Facebook.
And y'all know I don't
Okay.
have no time. I just hit the
And there
button.
you have it.
Summer, you doing right with me
And
today?
there you have it, you guys. Ride with me, ride with me. We could get low.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm doing ride with me. That was a question for me. I thought you were saying. I thought. I thought you was asking
Don't
me.
don't start this morning. We still live.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I should be doing. I'll be forgetting about that. I should be doing ride with me. I normally do ride with me between like around between 5 and 5:30. Y'all can catch me going live. It's just a really short live. I normally take you guys along with me to go pick up my daughter. If I have a little bit of extra time, like if I leave out early enough, then I might talk to you guys a little bit longer, and get into a little bit of something, something. If I leave out early enough, I think on my ride along, I'm probably going to talk about me being on the dockets for Miss Nico because that was interesting. And I seen some
Very.
comments that I want to talk about. And do and do. So you guys enjoy the rest of y'all day. We're gonna talk to y'all later, and we out of here. Make sure you
Hey,
follow
Miss
everyone on the
Jessica.
panel, Summer's Room,
Got,
Divine Chronicles,
hold on real quick. Miss
Candy
Jessica, you
Goddess,
want the link?
Truth and Triumph. Hold on, Divine. Truth and Triumph, and Steph's Corner. All right, you guys. Miss Jessica, we got you on the back side. All right, y'all.
Have a
Love
good
y'all.
one,
Bye
y'all. Have a
bye.
good
Bye
day.
bye.
Bye.